Good afternoon and welcome back to the MCA Cricket Grounds for the third edition of the Sri Lankan Masters Cricket T20 Cricket Final between the Colombo Masters Cricket Association and the Mercantile Cricket Association. The umpires today for this game will be Darshana Pereira and Lasit Karuna Telaka, while the toss has been done and the Mercantile Association won the toss and decided to bat first. Early in the day, we had the game played for the third game between National Services and the State Services. National Services won. They keep the team of the Mercantile Cricket Association team minus Vijayawardena, Batsman, Orishanta Mendes, Colin Samandasinga, Tirumana Pereira, Chandana Mahesh, Suresh Telaka, Ushan and Malgoda and Mahesh Vijayanaika. Captain, and here we see the Colombo Masters team, Ranjit Sena Putin Vijayawardena, Lalit Gujarat, Shafiq Rahim, Riyad Faiz, Duran Dawson, Imad Mohammed, Rihan Shiromal, Tusit Telangai. That's the first delivery and the PL and it's given out. So that's the first wicket is down for the Mercantile Cricket Association. Lose their first wicket. That's the skipper, Indraratna gets the first wicket. Association off to a bad start. First blow. So Indraratna again. So I give the field to you. There is a short third man, a cow point, an extra cover. There is a silly mid-off and a deep mid-off right on the boundary. That's the offside field for the left-hander. There is a fine leg, square leg, a short mid-wicket and a long on the boundary on the leg side. So the next delivery gets his pad. So in the morning we had the game played for the third position between Nationalized Services and the State Services. Nationalized Services, after winning the toss, won the toss and decided to bat first, and they got 121 for 7 in 20 overs. Nilantha Samarajiva was out 41. P. Sunit 21 not out. Krishanta Rodrigo got 3 for 21. And State Services 124 for 2 in 17 overs. So that's well hit by Asoka Sirmana. So that's the first scoring stroke for the Mercantile Cricket Association has been a 6. So Sisara Indraratna to continue. That's another nice shot. And there is another appeal, but that one pitched outside the leg stump. So that's the end of the first over. 6 runs on the board for the loss of first wicket. Ian Coggins. Ian Coggins is the batsman now. He's going to face. So it's the second over of the innings. That's nicely put away towards mid-on. Gets a single. Pujit Gunawardena is the bowler. And he'll be bowling to Sirmana. Wild swing. Didn't get hold of it. 7 for 1. Mercantile Cricket Association lost Chandana Mahesh in the first delivery. LPW to Sisirendra Ratna. This is the final of the third edition of the Sri Lanka Masters T20 cricket tournament. These two teams beat the National Services and the State Services teams to come into the final. Sirmana swings at it, gets an edge, goes down past the wicket keeper, gets a single. Those matches were played, the two semi-finals were played yesterday at the Colombo Oval. MCA got 154 for 1, Sujit Pereira 37. Ian Coggins 55 not out, Johan Perez 49 not out. Crisanta Rodrigo got 1 for 16 and State Services were 131 for 9. With the bowling figures going to Chandana Mahesh got 5 for 27. Sujit Pereira 2 for 16 and Shane Fernando 1 for 22. So in the other game, the Colombo Masters got 152 for 4. Suranjit Dharmasena 76 not out, Amal Karuratha 31. Mohan Raj 15 not out and Pujit Gunawardena got 17. National Services were all out for 94. Nishant at 21. And the bowling figures were Amal Karuratha 3 for 23. Imaldeen 3 for 12. Pujit Gunawardena 2 for 16 were the main wicket takers. So now they're in the final. The Mercantile Cricket Association won the toss and decided to bat first. Are 8 for 1 in the second over. They lost their first wicket. That's of Chandana Mahesh, who was out for naught. LPW to Sisirendra Ratna. So that's the end of the second over. 2 runs coming off it. Pujit Gunawardena bowled a good over. It's 8 for 1 after 2 overs. Sujit Sirmana on 7. Ian Coggins on 1. Ian Coggins got a half century yesterday. for Mercantile Cricket Association against the State Services Cricket Association. Well, in fact, State Services Cricket Association won the third place battle this morning, beating the Nationalised Services Cricket Association by 8 wickets. Seramana again trying to swing it, got the edge, goes down towards the third man area. They get 2. Takes the score on to double figures. It's 10 for 1. We're in the third over. Sujit Seramana trying to swing the ball, get some runs quickly as possible. Ian Coggins on the other end. Played a solid innings yesterday. Got 55 not out. He was well supported by Johan Perez. But I think Johan Perez is not playing today. That's again down the leg side, wide called. Sisarendra Ratna who got the first wicket. That's of Chandana Mahesh, LPW for naught. That's again down the leg side, again a wide signal. Johan Perez is on official duty today and is not available to play for this game, the final for the Mercantile Cricket Association. For the Mercantile Cricket Association yesterday, 154 for 1. And Coggins were the main batters. So it's 16 for 1. This time again outside the off stump by Sisarendra Ratna. So end of the third over. It's 16 for 1. Mercantile Cricket Association after winning the toss and deciding to bat first. Sujit Seramana has been the main scorer, getting 13 of 13 deliveries. Ian Coggins has not had much to strike. Just 4 deliveries he has faced, getting a single. It's Pujit Gunawardena to continue. And he'll be bowling to Ian Coggins. Mercantile team depending a lot on Coggins. Outside the off stump, pushed away towards extra cover, no run. So Gunawardena, right arm around the wicket. To the right-handed batsman, that's pushed away towards mid-on, looking for a single, but well fielded there. No run. That again swung firmly over mid-wicket. That's a single. Well, the ground is very slow outfield with a soggy field there. The ball just staying there itself. Once it gone up in the air and bounces, you do not get any follow through after that. So it's 17 for 1. We're in the 4th over. Sujit Siramana facing to Gunawardena and trying to swing at it, misses. A slower delivery from Gunawardena. Siramana got 13 or 14 deliveries. That's well hit this time. That might clear the rope. No, it's gone one bounce into the boundary for 4. 4 more to Siramana, takes him on to 17, and the score moves on to 21. Once again, we'll remind our viewers, this is the third edition of the Sri Lankan Masters T20 cricket tournament, organized by the Colombo Masters Cricket Association for the R.A.H. D'Souza Memorial Trophy. And this is the final that is going on between the Mercantile Cricket Association and the Colombo Masters Cricket Association. We also want to remind you these live pictures come to you from Batsman.com in collaboration with the Colombo Masters Cricket Association. They've done a lot of hard work behind the scenes to bring these pictures to you. It's again outside the off stump. Siramana tried to swing, misses it. Early in the day, we had the third place game played between the National Light Services cricket team and the State Services, where the State Services won by 8 wickets. These two teams beat the Mercantile Cricket Association beat the State Services yesterday, and the Colombo Masters beat the National Light Services cricket team in the semi-finals. And now here they meet in the final. Ian Coggins is the batsman, just 2 runs of 7 deliveries, whereas Siramana got 17 or 14 of 16, sorry. Sisira Indraratna, the Colombo Masters captain, had the wicket of Chandana Mahesh in the very first delivery, LBW for North. This time nicely put away down. The sweep shot played towards the square boundary. It's a long chase. The ball is not traveling. And the batsman managed to get 2. So take Coggins on to 4. And the score moves on to 23. That's a slower delivery by Ratna. Coggins waiting for it and just pushing it on the offside. No run. Right arm slow medium, Sisarendra Ratna. That's a good ball. Coggins trying to work it away on the leg side. We're coming into the 5th over. We're in the 5th over. It's 23 for 1. That's a good one outside the off stump. Pushed away towards extra cover. Well fielded there. The fielders have been quite quick stopping the singles. Not allowing the Mercantile Cricket Association batsman to rotate the strike. Ian Coggins in particular facing 12 deliveries for his 4 runs. They're again well fielded there at square leg. Not allowing the batsman to get the single. So that is the end of the 5th over. 23 for 1. There you see the scorecard. Chandanamaya LPW, Bo, Sisarendra Ratna North, Sirimana 17 and Coggins on 4. Coggins has faced 13 deliveries for his 4 runs. Bowling had been good, but the fielding has been very, very good. Not allowing the batsman to get quick singles. It's Pujit Gunawardhan to continue. So I'll give the feel for you. There is the left hand Sujit Sirimana is having strike. There is a short third man, a cover point and extra cover. There is a mid-off and also a fielder down on the boundary on the offside. On the leg side we have a mid-on halfway towards the boundary. There is a wide mid-wicket. Mid-wicket deep on the boundary and a short fine leg. This again a slower delivery from Gunawardana. Sirimana tries to hit it through but did not get a hold of it. That it bowled him. This time Gunawardana bowled. Gets a wicket. He gets Sujit Sirimana completely beaten and bowled. He tried to swing at it over mid-wicket. Completely missed it and bowled him. So the Mercantile Cricket Association are 2 down for 23. We're in the 6th over. So that's Sirimana. So it's Sirimana walking back. The new batsman in is Roshan Idmalgoda, the Mercantile Cricket Association captain. He won the toss and decided to bat first. And now they're 23 for 2. We're in the 6th over. Ian Coggins on 4 with 13 balls. So Pujit Gunawardena bowling his 3rd over. He's given away 7 runs. Got the wicket of Sujit Sirmana. So Tindamal got to the captain having strike now. There'd be a good bit of stumping there, but the batsman was equally good, controlling his balance. Pujit Gunawardena right arm round the wicket to the right-handed batsman. This time playing watchfully, the ball got off the back foot and pushing it on the offside. The Colombo Masters definitely controlling the game up to now. 6th over in progress. 23 on the board, 2 wickets down. Run rate of 4.06. This time and bowled him again. So Gunawardena gets his 2nd wicket in this over. Captain Idman got a bowl for naught. So Mercantile Cricket Association loses their 3rd wicket. We're still in the 6th over, 23 for 3. Roshan Idman got a bowl by Gunawardena for naught. So the Colombo Masters bowlers have done their job. The first 6 overs they curtailed the Mercantile Cricket Association batsman for 23 runs. Ian Coggins, their opener, still hanging around there. Mahesh Vijayawardena is a new batsman. So walking into bat. Ian Coggins has faced 13 deliveries, just 4 runs scored. Lot of pressure being applied on the Mercantile Cricket Association batsman. Colombo Masters bowlers have done it very well up to now. Well, they beat the Nationalised Services Cricket Association in the semi-final, Colombo Masters, whereas the MCA got the better of the State Services Cricket Association. So is Pujit Gunawardena on his 3rd over, have 2 for 7. Both wickets coming in this over. Another good delivery, just falling short of the fielder. So that is the end of his 3rd over. There you see the bowling figures. Sisila Indraratna 1 for 16 of 3 overs. And Pujit Gunawardena 2 for 7 of 3 overs. So 6 overs gone, 23 for 3. Runs finding difficult to come. The new bowler is Amal Karunaratne. So bowling change. Captain Sisila Indraratne has taken himself off. And Amal Karunaratne is a new bowler. Ian Coggins might be wanting to hang around there as much as possible. 3 wickets down for 23 runs. Amal Karunaratne is the new bowler. He'll be bowling to Mahesh Vijayawardena. No. 2 wickets taken by Pujita Gunawardena and 1 by skipper Indraratna have put the Mercantile Cricket Association on the back foot. 6 overs gone. Ian Coggins just pushing it on the leg side, getting a single. He has faced 14 deliveries for his 5. Run rate going down to 3.89. That's well ball outside the off stump. Mahesh Vijayawardena having a swing at it. Misses completely. Need bit of wicket keeping. Shafiq Rahim is the wicket keeper. Another good delivery from Amal Karunaratne. Mercantile Cricket Association batsmen have been kept on check by these bowlers. Bowling good line, good length. Getting 3 wickets. That's hit away nicely this time. Fielded deep down, very long on fielder. 1 more run takes the score on to 24. Amal Karunaratne is the bowler. Good bit of delivery again by Karunaratne. Not giving the batsman the required width to get on with the shots. Bowling wicket to wicket like. Bowling pretty straight. And Ian Coggins just going forward, defensive for that. That time straying down the leg side, an appeal for an LPW, but definitely outside the leg stump. And that's the end of the 7th over. Mercantile Cricket Association still 25 for 3. 7 overs gone and a run rate of 3.57. So it's Pujita Gunawardena continuing. Had a good spell up to now. Got 2 wickets in the previous over. So it's Ian Coggins this time facing to Gunawardena, who is 2 for 8 of 3 overs. bowling his last over. That's a single for Coggins. Coggins taking his time. 6 runs of 17 deliveries. A lot of pressure applied by the Colombo Masters bowlers. So it's Gunawardene again. This time an appeal, but pretty optimistic. Too high. Goes off the hip. Past the wicket keeper. And Gunawardene this time, well played. Nicely put it towards the extra cover boundary. The fielded inside the boundary. Just a single. Well, I think the Mercantile batsmen should be looking for runs. They should run hard, try to make it double. "28 for 3. We're in the 8th over. Really, the batsmen have done well. The bowlers have done well for the Colombo Masters Cricket Association. Pujitha Gunawardene bowling his 4th over. 2 for 10, his bowling figures. Got 2 valuable wickets. This time he tried to sweep Coggins. An appeal for an LPW. But the umpire is... So that's the end of his 4th over. Well, 2 for 10 or 4 overs. And end of over number 8. 28 for 3. Colombo Mercantile Cricket Association. Colombo Masters have definitely done well in the first 8 overs. Amal Karunaratne is the bowler. He's going to continue. And he'll be bowling to Mahesh Vijayawardena. Pretty slow scoring by the Mercantile Cricket Association batsman. Ian Coggins getting 6 of 19 deliveries. There's a loud appeal again from the bowler. Ahmad Karunaratne bowled his first over just for 2 runs. Applying a lot of pressure. Again, changing the field. Bringing the third man up to a short third man. There is a cover point and extra cover. Mid off, fairly wide. And a deep long off. And a sweeper cover to patrol the boundary on the offside. That swing hard. Oh, it's dropped there at short third man. So that was Vijayawardena being dropped. It's a difficult chance. but still got his hands to it. Could not hold on. 29 on the board for 3. Got the inside edge, looks like. Coming back for the second run. So 2 runs there to Wijewardena. Or is it Coggins? Coggins got the 2. It's 31 for 3. We are in the 9th over. Atwani comes down and swings it. It's gone to the boundary for 4. 1 bounce. Goes to the boundary over long on. Coggins deciding to open his arms. He moves on to 12 of 21 deliveries. Takes the score on to 35. 35 for 3. Wijewardena on 4. Comes down the wicket again, and this time hits it again towards mid-on. Gets a single. $36 for 3. We're in the 9th over. Amal Kararatna is the bowler. Slower, and this time is stumped. A slower delivery. Mahesh Wijewardena coming down the wicket, trying to hit it over the top, misses it completely. Very nicely stumped behind by Rahim. So Mercantile Cricket Association lose their 4th wicket for 36. Sama Kararatna gets his first. So Mahesh Wijewardena, the last wicket, was stumped by Shafiq Rahim of Amal Kararatna for 4. He had faced 10 deliveries. Sujit Pereira is the new batsman. Got a couple of runs yesterday, got 37. Lot is expected from him at this stage. With the Mercantile Cricket Association 6 for 4. So Sujit Pereira is the batsman who walked in. And he'll be joining Ian Coggins, who is on 13. Well, Mercantile Cricket Association in deep trouble. They've lost 4 wickets for 36 runs, 9 overs. So the new bowler is Gihan Chiromal. He's coming in for the first time today. And he'll be bowling to Ian Coggins, who is on 13 after facing 22 deliveries. "36 for 4, Mercantile Cricket Association. They'll be definitely missing Johan Perez, who is on official duty. He got a 49 yesterday. Ian Coggins, who got a half century, he's at the wicket still. That was another good delivery. Gihan Chiromal. That's put away nicely on the leg side. Gets another single. "37 for 4. We are in the 10th over. Mercantile Cricket Association, while we wanting more runs at this stage, we're about to reach the half stage of the innings. Gihan Chiromal. Bowling right arm off spin. Coming still over the wicket to the left-hander. Trying to take the ball away from the left-hander. A little squarish action, but still keeping it tight. Not allowing the batsman dictate terms to them. The bowlers have really controlled things up. Getting 4 wickets and also restricting the batters to 37 runs. We are in the 10th over. That's nicely hit. Fast mid off. That's gone into the boundary. 4 runs to Sujit Pereira. He's off the mark with that boundary. Takes a score on to 41. "41 for 4, Mercantile Cricket Association. This time a slower delivery from Gihan Chiromal. Push towards deep mid-on. Get a run. So end of over 10. Halfway stage gone in the innings. It's 42 for 4. Sujit Pereira. There you see the buildings. Not much of it to talk about. 4 wickets down. 2 overs costing about 8 runs apiece. 4 wickets down. 10 overs gone. It's 42 for 4. Sujit Pereira on 5. Coggins on 14. Coggins have been holding things up on one end, but wickets have been falling from the other end. So it's Amal Karara to continue. Well, Sujit Pereira is on 5. Faced just 4 deliveries, got a lovely boundary in the previous over. Ian Coggins on 14 after facing 24 deliveries. So it's Amal Karunaratne to continue. So it's 42 for 4. Mercantile Cricket Association, after winning the toss and deciding to bat first in this final of the 3rd edition of the Sri Lanka Masters T20 cricket tournament, played for the RH de Soisa Trophy. That one, Sujit Pereira hits it up in the air, just over extra cover, gets a single. Amal Karunaratne bowled his 2 overs for 10 runs, now bowling his 3rd. Run rate of just 4.16. Coggins go down the wicket, hits it towards mid-on. Could be caught. He is out. That's another wicket to fall. It's 43 for 5. Ian Coggins, the batsman, out. And Karunaratne gets his 2nd wicket. So another wicket down. It's 43 for 5. Pujita Gunawardena, caught by Pujita Gunawardena for Amal Karunaratne. So Ian Coggins is walking back for 14. Oh, so Vasantalal Fernando is coming into bat. Can hit the ball hard, Vasantalal Fernando. Remember these two teams yesterday. The Mercantile Cricket Association beat the State Services Cricket Association, and the Colombo Masters Cricket Association beat the National Services Cricket Association. Got their right to meet in the final today. Sujit Pereira now facing to Karunaratne as a batsman at crossed over. This time appeal for an LPW, but I think it was pitched outside the off stump, stuck outside the off stump, and a leg by signal. Amal Karunaratne certainly wearing the ball, not allowing the batsman to come and hit at him. Slowing in pace at times. That one bit straight to its cover, no run. Well, the Colombo Masters fielding has been pretty good, not allowing the batsman to get those singles. It's again swung again, didn't get hold of it. End of another over. So 11 overs gone, 44 for 5. Mercantile Cricket Association deciding to bat first. There you see the projected scores. They have to go at least around 8 per over to get 116. 6 per over will be 98. But certainly they'll have to do something better than that. Mercantile Cricket Association. It's Gihan Chirumal, the bowler, to continue. Bowling to Sujit Pereira. Comes down the wicket and hits it towards mid-wicket, and that's going over. That's clearing the ropes. That's over the boundary for 6. So Sujit Pereira gets a 6. He moves on to 12, and the score moves on to 50 in the 12th over. 50 for 5. The Mercantile Cricket Association team. Mercantile Cricket Association, after winning the toss, deciding to bat first in this final, are 50 for 5. Sujit Pereira trying to steady things up. Pushes that one on the leg side and gets a single. That one, Chirumal puts it high in the air. It dropped. The chance dropped. And that is Vasantalal Fernando being dropped at extra cover. He seemed to be as something wrong with his leg. Seemed to have pulled a muscle or a hamstring by going through for that single. So at 52 for 5, 11.3 overs gone. So 52 for 5. Mercantile Cricket Association, after winning the toss and deciding to bat first. Sujit Pereira trying to steady things up. He got 13 of 9 deliveries. Vasantalal Fernando is on the non-striker's end. Comes down the wicket again and hits it, and this time he's cleared the rope again. That's another 6 to Sujit Pereira. He moves on to 19 and takes the score on to 58. 58 for 5. Mercantile Cricket Association, after winning the toss and deciding to bat first. They might need to look at a total around 115, 120. And again, Sujit Pereira this time could be caught in the boundary. Yes, it is. So that's the end of Sujit Pereira. Very well taken. Very well judged by Pochit Kunuwadana. So Gihan Chirumal gets his wicket. Sujit Pereira trying to push things up at 19 of 11 deliveries. Caught in the boundary. Very nicely judged catch by Kunuwadana. So Sujit Pereira walking out to the field. So Mercantile Cricket Association loses their 6th wicket. 58 on the board. definitely might have expected better things when they won the toss and decided to bat first. But definitely the Colombo Masters bowlers have been controlling things up, not allowing the batsmen to get runs. The fielders have been backing themselves up, except a couple of two drop chances, but definitely those can be put to a side. Tushanta Mendes is the new batsman. .58 for 6. 12 overs gone. 58 for 6. So Nishanta Mendes is the new batsman. Amal Kararatne is the bowler. He's going to continue. The bowling is 4th over. .58 for 6. Mercantile Cricket Association, after winning the toss and deciding to bat first. This time put away, takes the edge. But the third man fielder comes round it and stops. So we are in the 13th over. Definitely the Mercantile Cricket Association team would have wanted to have a better score at this stage when they won the toss and decided to bat first. But the Colombo Masters bowlers have been bowling very well, getting wickets at regular intervals, not allowing the batsmen to dictate terms to them. Well supported by the fielders, not allowing the batsmen to get those quick singles. Good closing fielding. Sujit Pereira tried his best to push things up, but was caught in the boundary. A well-judged catch by Pujit Gunawardena. So it's Nishanta Mendes. This time again, another bit of good fielding, but unwanted throw gives additional runs. He got behind the ball and stopped it well, not allowing the batsman to get the single, but had a wild throw at the bowler's end. That gave them a chance to get a overthrow, taking the score on to 60. Once again, well fielded. Close-in fielding has been very good by the Colombo Masters, not allowing batsmen to get the singles which they need. This is definitely making things difficult for the Mercantile Cricket Association team. Well, once you get those singles, definitely the batsman will be looking comfortable, and that's driven firmly past mid-off into the boundary for 4. Vasantalal Fernando can really hit the ball. That was a beautiful drive. He moves on to 6, taking the score on to 64. .4 overs gone. We're in the 13th over. Amal Kararatna bowling his 4th over, given away 17 runs, taken 2 wickets. This time a wide call. It was a slower delivery. Vasantalal Fernando trying to have a swing at it. Played the shot early, but of course it was a wide delivery. Unfortunately, a wide delivery. That's a good delivery by Amal Kararatna. Put away nicely by Vasantalal Fernando, but Pujit Gunawardena, safe fielder, they are down on the mid-off boundary. Cuts it off for 1. So it's 66 for 6. We're about to finish the 13th over. Definitely at this stage, Colombo Masters must be the happy team, having controlled the Mercantile Cricket Association team. 13 overs gone, 66 runs, 6 wickets down. That's again a drop chance. I thought he caught hold of it, but unfortunately he dropped it. So that's a lucky save for Nishanta Mendes. End of the 13th over, 67 for 6. There you see the batting card. Chandanamaya is out for naught. Siramana got 17, Coggins 14. Three takeable chances missed by the Colombo Masters, but definitely their fielding has been good. They're cutting out a lot of singles. Well, if they do get the singles, there might be additional pressure on the bowlers, and the batsmen might look comfortable, but unfortunately they have dropped a couple of chances. 13 overs gone, 67 for 6. There is a new bowling change there. Imam Deem is a new bowler. So he'll be bowling to Nishanta Mendes. Right arm leg spin. First ball on the leg stump. Pushed away towards mid wicket. Gets a single. So it's Vasantalal Fernando having strike. Imam Muhammad is the bowler. Put away nicely towards fine leg. Gets a single. Imam Muhammad is the bowler. Bowling to Nishanta Mendes. $69 for 6. Mercantile Cricket Association, after winning the toss and deciding to bat first in this final of the Colombo Masters T20 cricket tournament. Appeal for an LPW. It's stuck on the full, but most probably going down the leg side. Imam Muhammad bowling right arm leg spin. That one, the quicker one. Put away towards mid wicket. Gets a single. Vasantalal Fernando, left hand bat. A small injury early in the innings. Now settled down. Got 8 of 8 deliveries. Comes down the wicket and hits it. This time straight towards the mid wicket fielder, deep on the boundary line. Gets a single. It's a good delivery. Falling short of Pujit Gunawardhan at this time. Gets a single. So that is the end of that over. So 14 overs gone. Colombo Masters, Mercantile Cricket Association 72 for 6. So it's Gihan Sharamal to continue. It's been called back, I think. After a change. So it's 73 for 6. Mercantile Cricket Association, after winning the toss, deciding to bat first. 14 overs gone, 6 overs remaining. They might want to get at least another 50 in the 6 overs to put up a good score for the Colombo Masters to chase. That's nicely put away by Nishanta Mendes. But it's stopped inside the boundary. Just a single. Kihan Chiromal is the bowler. Vasantalal Fernando and Nishanta Mendes are the two batsmen. Vasantalal Fernando having strike. Puts it nicely towards mid wicket, gets a single. It's 75 for 6 now. Shot very nicely played this time by Nishanta Mendes. Goes down to deep mid-off, gets a single. Vasantalal Fernando this time swings it wide of square leg, and that's go towards the boundary. 4 runs. 4 to Vasantalal Fernando, takes him on to 14. And the score moves on to 80. 15 overs gone, 80 for 6. Mercantile Cricket Station, after winning the toss and deciding to bat first, Vasantalal Fernando on 14 and Nishanta Mendes on 7. Well, the score at 84-6 after 15 overs. Mercantile Cricket Association, after winning the toss, deciding to bat first. I've been joined by Dilruk Kanangara, the tournament secretary of the National Light Cricket Services Cricket Association. Well, Dilruk, good afternoon to you. Nice to have you on the box. Uh, can you tell us how National Light Cricket Service Association, this Masters team, started and how they've been progressing right through?
When I hear about Masters cricket, what came onto my mind is Mahesh D'Souza. Anything else? Mahesh D'Souza. In inaugural tournament, we met this wonderful guy. Actually, he's down to a person, and he's spoken about Masters cricket over 50. We never thought of, actually those days we only played over 40 cricket. That is, we call veteran cricket. We have a tournament over 40, but we never thought of having cricket after 50 years or 60 years. This guy's commitment is amazing. I mean, he's working 24/7. I think to make this into success. Uh,
Yes, of course. National Light Cricket Services team came yesterday and today. Also, they played in the third place, but they
yeah,
didn't win the game. But still, they've
yeah.
been the main thing at this stage is to take part in the tournament and do whatever possible by them. I think. Who would you think? What do you think about the National Light Services going further in this? Do you think a team can continue and?
Sure, sure. We have our selection is very harder. I mean, we have 20 odd people to select. Actually, this time, due to pandemic situation, we only have to limit these matches into two number of matches into two. Last year, we have a league tournament, so we can mix and match and find better people. But this time, very hard to find a team also, and they still enjoy the game. I mean, even yesterday I got out easily, but I enjoyed that moment also. That's after 50 years, we cannot expect people to. I mean, wicket keepers reactions are amazing. Get me out. At this stage, I'm amazed with the performance of people. I mean, Masters cricket especially, and Mercantile and State Spirit. We are not actually going hard at winning, but the participation is the main thing.
So your team mainly consists of employees, former employees of National Life Services, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a fair.
Let me little bit tell about what are the teams. I mean, state banks, BOC, People's Bank, and Insurance Corporation, Ports Authority, Petroleum, and so on. I mean, we are not 100%. We don't have any full-time players. People who join their job and later on playing the game, and it's a completely different. Like if you match with the Mercantile, we cannot match any day. We cannot match with the Mercantile because they have enough sponsors to go on. But our tournament is little bit. I mean, it's little bit lower, but still we are playing some sort of game.
As I said, it's really good to take part in this kind of tournaments. So with the limited number of companies in the National Light Services, so forming a team would have been definitely difficult. But how do you see the progress in the last 3-4 years? You said the team was formed about 3 years ago,
Yeah.
and how do you see the progress?
Our guys' commitment is also amazing, and Mr. Mahesh and CMCA done the wonderful work to make it a reality. And
Well, it's 85 for 6. We're in the 17th over. Nishanta Mendes on 10 and Vasantalal Fernando on 16. Well, we were talking. That's a beautiful shot by Vasantalal Fernando. That seems to be clearing the rope. Yes, the ball has just come underneath us. So 6 more to Vasantalal Fernando. That's a lovely shot. As I said, Vasantalal Fernando can hit the ball. can hit the ball well. And we were talking about the progress of the Nationalized Services team. Dilruk, what do you think about the last 3-4 years? How the progress has been in your team?
Actually, a lot of enthusiastic gone scored. I mean, more than any team, I think we have enough number of players, but we couldn't find. I mean, we have no time to find enough time to in this due to pandemic situation. We couldn't find enough. I mean, enough talents and potentials we couldn't explain, but we are still enjoying this game. After 50, you cannot do much of competitive game, but still we enjoy this game.
But this time again, it's put away over the rope by Nishanta Mendes. Lovely shot. The Colombo, the Mercantile Cricket Association had come up with a good score now. The 99 for 6. We're in the 17th over. These two have been batting really well. Vasantalal Fernando on 23 of 18 deliveries and Nishanta Mendes 17 of 15 deliveries. It's okay, Derek. Let me have one final question. How do you think, where do you want to progress in this kind of cricket in your association?
Actually, now along with our four main stakeholders, nationalized states and CMCA and Mercantile, we have formed a unified body, and we will moving on. Actually, it's a great thing. It's a great thing of the, I mean, of the country cricketers. Actually, when if you stop your cricket at like 40.
That's another hit, another big hit by Vasantalal Fernando. This time it's over square leg for a 6. Now he's gone into the groove and he's definitely going for his shots. He moves on to 29 and the score moves on to 105 with that 6. So in the 17th over, the Colombo, the Mercantile Cricket Association team has reached 105. There you see the wagon wheel of the innings. They have 2 sixes, 2 boundaries. That's Vasantalal Fernando getting 29. They're definitely playing a very good innings for the Mercantile Cricket Association. Okay, Delroy, can you go ahead with it?
Yeah, actually, we never expected this thing. I mean, after getting older, it's everybody thought we are getting old and we should give up our cricket. But with Mahesh commitment and this CMCA commitment, they have formed a cricket association over.
And that's a wicket gone. Nishanta Mendes been stumped. Beautiful bit of working behind the wickets by Rahim, and that's the 7th wicket down for 106. Imam Mohammed getting the wicket. Nishanta Mendes out for 17.
They have given us a hope. I mean, veteran cricketers. Veteran means masters cricketers. They now we still alive. I mean, they have proven. I mean, Mr. Mahesh and his co have proven age only is a number. Now after 50, we have seen some brilliant performances. I mean, today we have seen, yesterday we have seen scoring over 80 in a Masters play. It's a brilliant thing. I mean, I should remember his name, Suranj. He has played brilliant innings against us. Actually, we enjoyed that also. Even against us, we enjoyed this game.
Okay, thank you very much, Rokpo. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you
and giving your comments. So, the Mercantile Cricket Association have recovered very well at this stage, 106 for 7. After 17 overs, they were in the 18th over. Vasantalal Fernando leading the fight back. He's on 30 of 20 deliveries. Mahesh Vijayanayaka is the new batsman. They raised up the run rate to 6.06. Two and a half overs more to go. Another 25 runs to 30 runs. Will put up a good score. And the Colombo Masters will have to fight hard to get those runs. That's again put away nicely this time by Mahesh Vijanayaka. Towards the fine leg boundary, they get a single. Vasantalal Fernando is on 30. It's 107 for 7. That's a no ball, and that might be a free hit too. It's a free hit signal. So Vasantalal Fernando has the opportunity to get some runs, maximize it as much as possible. Now that one pitched up to him. Didn't get hold of it properly. They get a single. $108 for 7. Imam Muhammad is the bowler. 6.11 is the run rate. Tried to swing it away. Didn't get hold of it. Well, a dark cloud is on the right hand side of our ground. We hear some thunder too. Most probably might expect some rain later in the day. Well, Mercantile Cricket Association, after winning the toss, 109 for 7 after 18 overs. Two more overs remaining. Two more overs remaining. That's a good delivery. That's a new bowler in. Riyad Fauzi is a new bowler. Come down the wicket and he hits it over the top. Could be going into the boundary. So it's fielded inside the boundary. 2 runs taken. Vasantalal Fernando trying to creep up the score of the Colombo. Sorry, it's Mercantile Cricket Association. 111 for 7. That's a good delivery by Riyad Fauzi, who's bowling the 19th over of the innings. Coming to bowl the 19th over. That's hit away again by Vasantalal Fernando, and this is well taken. So that is the end of Vasantalal Fernando, who really entertained us with a good quick fire 33. Well, at one stage, Colombo, the Mercantile Cricket Association was really down and out, but Vasantalal Fernando, which is 33 from 25 deliveries, had brought them back into the game, and the score 111 for 7. We're in the 19th over. Wait, I didn't. So it's Saman Jaisingh to come into bat, and we have a newcomer in the commentary box too. It's Amita Benaga, the man of masters. Good afternoon, Amita.
Good afternoon, Poiners. Nice to be back again at the commentary box to have a chat with you.
Amita, you know about these masters very much. How do you think the masters have progressed right throughout the last couple of years? Maybe 2-3 years ago they started?
Yes, that's right. I think Mahesh has to be given full credit, because originally the Colombo Masters Cricket Association just had 18 members.
And that's overthrow. They are gone. They get 2 runs to it.
So thereafter he built it up, and I was told there's over 50 members now in the Colombo Masters. And now the Colombo Masters have organized this tournament with state services, the nationalized services, Mercantile, and the Colombo Masters team itself. So all credit to Mahesh and his team, who's done a fantastic job.
Yes, they say it's the third edition of this tournament, played for the RAH De Souza Memorial Trophy. So, the first two editions, who were the winners? Do you have any idea of it?
First one was Colombo Masters, and yes, second was State Services. Yakim, our reporter, giving us that information.
So, State Services bowed out this time. They won the third position. They got the better of Nationalized Cricket Services on the first game, which was played this morning. Nationalized Services were dismissed for top at 121 for 7 in their 20 overs, and State Services got 124 for 2 of 17 overs. So that's beautifully played again, this time by Mahesh Vijayanayaka, down towards extra cover boundary. They're running for 2. Then they get it quite easily. 115 for 8 it will be.
So the bowler was Sisila Indraratna, who's captain in the side. Played first 15 rugby for Royal College under Sampath Agalawatha. Very fit guy.
Remember, all these players are over 50 years of age. Still, their keenness in the sport has brought them here together.
Yes, I think that's a plus point, and all cricketers in the Masters tournament must be given credit because they are extremely fit, and still stroke play is also very good, Paulinus.
Yes, definitely. I know Suranjit Dharmasena, oh my God, what a lot of hard work he does. I'm waiting to see him bat today. He got a fantastic 76 yesterday. And that's an appeal for a caught behind. But the batsmen seem to be running, but the wicket keeper, and that's a run out. That's another wicket down. So the Mercantile Cricket Association lose their 9th wicket. And the score is 116 for 9. We're in the 20th over. But I think, Amita, I don't know, you were not here in the early stages of the innings. They were very badly placed at about 50 for 6. But they have definitely come back into the game. 116 for 8 in the 19th or 20th over.
Still, I would say comparing the batting lineup of Colombo Masters wouldn't be enough. I would have said 150 plus would have been a good target. They have, as you said, Suranjit Dharmasena is in good form. He's very fit. So they have a good batting lineup. Amal Karnaratna.
But you must remember, Amita, the ball is not travelling. The outfield is very slow. This 120 might be easily about 140. This 120 plus score will be easily about 140. So the Colombo Masters have to be careful if they lose Suranjit Dharmasena early.
Yes, that's the wicket I think MCA will be also looking at.
That's nicely hit away again. There you see, that would have been a boundary, definite boundary, even another day. But it didn't travel fast. Just a single. Takes the score on to 118. Two more deliveries remaining. Indra Ratna, the captain, is a bowler.
Yes, Gunatilaka, I think that is Sirosha in the middle. He's very much involved with the Mercantile Cricket Association, now taking strike to Sisila Indaratna.
That's nicely played past the cover point, going towards the third man boundary. There are 2 more to hit the score. I think Sirosha Gunatilaka is the father of Santosh Gunatilaka, the Pete Wright captain, former Pete Wright captain.
That's right. And Sirosha himself played for Thurston. As you said, the outfield is slow. That last shot was nicely placed, but didn't run down the boundary.
down the leg side and wide called. So they have to bowl that last delivery again. 121 the score. I think from the position they were in, they have done very well to come up to 121. 121 in this ground at this stage looks like about 140 plus. Hopefully we can have the game going on without any rain interference. We have a dark cloud hanging on top of the ground. So that is the end of the innings. 122 in 20 overs, 122 for 9. Gunatilaka not out on 3 and Mahesh Vijayanayaka not out on 7. Well, that's Mercantile Cricket Association after winning the toss and deciding to bat first in this final. Had got 122 for 9 in their 20 overs. But Amit, the 122 in this ground, definitely, don't you think it will look like 145?
Yes, it looks competitive because ground conditions also very slow. So, Colombo Masters will have to be mindful.
There is the batting card of the Mercantile Cricket Association. Well, you see Vasantalal Fernando 33. Then we got Sujit Sirimana getting 17, Coggins 14, and another 17 from Nishanta Mendes. So you see the bowling. Pujita Gunawardena getting 2 for 10 or 4 overs. He bowled really well. Amal Kararatna 2 for 20. Then 1 wicket each for Indra Ratna, Shiromal, Fauzi, and Imam Mohammed. So 8 extras, 20 overs gone, 122. There I see the partnerships. That 48-run partnership, they are changed the entire complexion of the innings. Nishanta Mendes 17 and Vasantalal Fernando 29, their contribution to that. 48 runs coming off 33 deliveries. Those two batted really well. And there I see the buildings there. Well, nothing much, 14 run over. That's the 12th over. Then we have another 17th over. We got 13 runs there. Those are the two. There you see the wagon wheel of the Mercantile Cricket Association. 6 sixers, 5 boundaries, and so many singles and twos. That's what you see. So good innings, 122. It will be a good total, and we have to see. We'll be back with you when the Colombo Masters start their innings. Welcome back to MCA grounds here in Colombo. The final of the Masters Cricket T20 cricket tournament. The final innings of the tournament too. Well, the final between the Mercantile Cricket Association and the Colombo Masters. Mercantile Cricket Association won the toss, decided to bat first, and got 122 for 9 in their 50 overs. Now it's the Masters taking going into bat. They opened by Suranjit Dharmasena and Pujit Gunawardena. They'll be chasing a target of 123 to win. Amita, you're a Colombo Masters fan. What do you think about the game?
Two batsmen are there for the first, say, 7 or 8 overs will make a big difference because both in form. Pujita Gunawardena, hard-hitting batsman. Suranjit, technically very correct once again with the runs. Paulinus, I think Suranjit played with you in the Middle East.
Yes, definitely Suranjit worked with me and played with me for Lanka Lions in the Middle East. Well, unfortunately, Shane Fernando also played with us in the same team for Lanka Lions, but Shane Fernando is not in the game today. Shane Fernando plays for the Mercantile Cricket Association team. Suranjit has been among the runs, getting the highest score, 76 not out yesterday. Well, unfortunately, Amita, the light is deteriorating very fast. We might have some rain, but I don't know what the rule is going to be if rain interrupts this game. Most probably they will be shouting as joint champions, and the first delivery being called as a wide. So the Colombo Masters start their run chase with a wide. 123 to win this game.
It's important from a Mercantile cricket point of view to minimize wides, no balls, just ball wicket to wicket.
And that's style of Suranjit Dharmasena, pushing around, working the singles at the start of the innings. So it's Pujit Gunawardena having strike now. So that's the captain, Roshan in the Malgoda. Mahesh Vijayawardena is the bowler. Pujit Gunawardena is taking strike. That's down the leg side again, a wide signal. The wicket keeper also not being able to collect it. They run for 2. So that's basically 3 wides. Takes the score on to 5.
So that's easy pickings for Colombo Masters. 2 wides in only 1. So additional runs given away by Mercantile for the Colombo Masters.
That's a good delivery. That's the line and length they should bowl at. Try to, as much as possible, to curtail this batsman going for their shots. Not a bad run rate. Required run rate is 6.16. Remember, all these players are over 50 years of age. That's wide outside the off stump this time. Straying the line.
Still not getting his line on target. It's not a big target that the Mercantile have set, so it's important that we bowl wicket to wicket.
That's falling short of the fielder. Pujita Gunawardena trying to work it on the leg side. skied it a bit, but fell short of the square leg fielder. Gets a single.
Light slightly fading here. Overcast conditions at the Mercantile cricket grounds.
So 8 runs on the board. So Gunawardena again tried to pull it away, didn't get hold of it properly, but still manages to get a single. So Sujit Pereira is the new bowler. Well, you see, they're bowling from the same side. The first 5 overs from each side. The same umpire will remain as head umpire. Bowlers have to change from the same side. Every 5 overs, only they change ends.
Yeah, he's a slide, and the two umpires having a chat in the middle. Very overcast conditions here. Yes, they are calling it off. Calling for the covers just after 1 over.
It's very unfortunate ending coming. Well, definitely still the game is not called off. Still the time is around 4 o'clock here. So plenty of time remaining, but we had to wait and see whether the light will improve. That is very doubtful at this stage.
That's right, partners. I think light improving looks very unlikely. And there's a slight drizzle going over.
Definitely it would have been a good game of cricket, Amita. Chasing 122. The Colombo Masters boys started off well with 8 runs coming in the first over. But it's really unfortunate. But the drizzling seems to have stopped. But it will be a matter of the light. The umpires holding on to the covers. Or they have ordered them to put the covers on. Well, we'll hand you back to the studio. Once it's ready, we'll get you back. Until then, the score is 9 for 1 after 1 over. Good evening, and as it come back to the MCA grounds here in Colombo, the final between the Mercantile Cricket Association team and the Colombo Masters cricket team, the third edition of the R.A.H. D'Souza Memorial Trophy has been called off due to bad light and the scores of the game. The Mercantile Cricket Association team won the toss and decided to bat first. They got 122 in their 20 overs. There you see the summary there. They are 122 for 9. Vasantalal Fernando getting 33. Sujit Prera. And then in reply, the Colombo Masters team batted for 1.2 overs and got 9 runs for no loss when bad light and rain interfered with the game. And now they've called it off. Suranjit Dharmasena just 2, and so that's the situation. So it will be a joint championship for the Colombo Masters and the Mercantile Cricket Association as we hand you back to the studio, hoping to meet you again next year. Thank you.